Previously on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Dave Friedberg had the lead with $14,600. He wrote down, what is the hungry caterpillar? Unfortunately, that Eric Carl book is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
I knew it!
So it's going to depend on your wager. How big did you bet? 11,001 drops you down to 3,599. But tonight, that's enough, Dave. You're going to the semifinals. Congratulations. Sean.
What is the Far Side? What is the New Yorker? What is the Persian Gulf? Who is Alexander the Great? Who's Ronald Reagan?
Very hard to catch Sean Gunn tonight after a dominant game. And it puts him into the Celebrity Jeopardy semifinals.
Pilgrimages for 1,000.
Answer. Daily Double.
What is the Ganges?
Yes, we'll take that. Yes.
Said it so confidently too, you know? From the mouths of birds for 1,200.
Answer. Daily Double.
What? Oh, it's not cash one too. What is Slaughterhouse 5?
Oh, in the nick of time. That's right. Great game. Those were great scores. The only problem is you happen to be matched up against Mina Kimes, and she was having a great night.
A formidable opponent.
19,400 makes you tonight's Jeopardy champion, and it puts you in the semifinals.
From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is Celebrity Jeopardy. Here are tonight's celebrity semi-finalists. He's an entrepreneur and co-host of the All In podcast. Please welcome Dave Friedberg. He's an actor, best known for his role as Franklin in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here's Sean Gunn. And she's a journalist, currently working as an NFL analyst at ESPN. It's Mina Kimes. And now, here is your host, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. And welcome to the last of our 3 semifinal games in this Celebrity Jeopardy Championship. So far, W. Kamau Bell and Robin Thede have secured spots in the final. And I know that Mina, Sean, and Dave are all hoping for a win tonight, bringing them one step closer to being crowned our ultimate champion and taking home that $1 million cash prize for charity. Good luck, players. With the last spot in the finals on the line, let's play Jeopardy with these categories. First, run it up the state flagpole. Then we have some revisionist history. You'll need to fix the error at the end of each of these tales of the past. Musicals by the numbers. Mixed up Shakespeare characters. Science magazines. And finally, no offense, but you're
quotation marks.
ICK will appear.
ICK quotation marks.
Mina, off you go.
We'll do Run It Up the State Flagpole for 200.
Utah's revamped state flag features a beehive, once favored by Brigham Young as an emblem of this religion. Dave.
What is Mormonism?
What is Mormonism?
Science magazine
for 400.
In its obit for Oliver Sacks, Nature magazine mentioned this 1973 work that inspired a 1990 Robert De Niro Robin Williams film. Sean.
What is Awakenings?
Yes.
Musicals by the numbers, 300.
24601. It's the former prison ID number of a guy who stole some bread, presumably French bread, in this blockbuster. Sean.
What is Les Miserables?
Right.
Musicals by the numbers, 400.
525,600. According to Rent, and to basic mathematics for that matter, it's the number of these that comprise a year in the life. Sean?
What are minutes?
It is minutes.
Musicals, 500.
96,000. It's the number of dollars the locals dream of winning in a song from this show set in Upper Manhattan. Dave.
What is Rent?
I'm sorry, no.
What's Rent? No.
That happens in the Heights.
Happens
Back
in
to
the
you,
Heights.
Sean.
What are we looking for?
Musicals, 200.
76. It's the number of these instruments that once led a big parade, according to music man Harold Hill. Sean?
What are trombones?
That's correct.
Musicals, 100.
1,000 years. It's how long the Hills have been alive with songs they have sung, whatever that means, in this musical. Dave.
What is The Sound of Music?
Right.
Science magazine's 300.
For its May 2024 issue, Scientific American ran the story Life in the Pyro Scene. The cover depicted a man blowing this. He's blowing fire.
Blowing fire is what we're looking for.
Back to you, Dave.
Science magazine's 500.
In its top 10 space stories of 2023, Astronomy magazine noted this country's Aditya L1 mission to study the sun. Dave.
What is Israel?
I'm sorry, no.
Not Israel.
What's
It is India.
You're giving me the ick for 300.
Answer. Daily double. You just got $500, Mina. How much of it do you want to risk on? You're giving me the ick.
All of it.
All of
Okay,
it, please.
Daily double. You'll have 1,000 if you're right. Here's your clue. Wow, this baked potato looks exactly like Paul Rudd. Is an example of these attractive internet headlines that drive users to sites.
What is clickbait?
I'm sure you would know nothing about that as a journalist, but yes.
Clickbait, yes, you got it.
You're giving me the ick for 400.
This Canadian alt-rock quartet still packs arenas over 20 years after releasing How You Remind Me. Mina.
What is Nickelback?
What's Nickelback?
You're
You give me
the
ick for
200.
200.
A severe allergy to red meat, alpha-gal syndrome can develop after a
What's
bite
tick?
from the
What
lowest
is tick?
species
What is
of
tick?
this critter. Dave.
What is a tick?
It is a tick.
You're giving me the ick for 500.
You give me
In
ick
one
for
of his
500.
bios for a series of unfortunate events, this children's author lists nervous apprehension as a hobby.
What's Lemony Snicket?
Mina.
What is Lemony Snicket?
Yes.
Revisionist history for 200.
Revisionist history
In
for 200.
1773, American colonists protested taxation by filling Boston Harbor with chests full of non-GMO oat milk caramel lattes. Mina.
What is tea?
Or tea, right.
Okay, I was trying to... run it up the state flagpole for 300.
The flag of this southern state features a pelican feeding its young. No word on whether it's feeding them jambalaya. Mina.
What is Louisiana?
That's correct. Taking you to $2,400. You have the lead, and you've taken us to this commercial break. We'll be... Town, South Africa is back with us, an entrepreneur, a podcaster, and if I remember correctly, a player in a very tense, very close quarterfinal game,
Yeah.
right? What was that like?
Well, I felt pretty good at the end of the double Jeopardy round, and then we had a big run-up by a bet in triple Jeopardy, and then I was like, what is going to happen in this finals? I made the big bet. I probably shouldn't have in retrospect, but it was very close. I got lucky. Let's just put it that
Do
way.
you feel like you kept a cool head? Are you good at that kind of thing? or-
Absolutely not in this game.
Oh.
Every other aspect of my life, I think I'm A-okay. Showing up here, Ken, is a whole nother story.
So do you have any new strategies, anything you learned in those quarterfinals you want to bring here into the semis?
You know, I think I realized how much the third round matters, right? Because the third round has, triple the points of the first round. And you
Got as much
three
cash as the
daily
first two
doubles.
combined,
Yeah.
plus all the daily
Plus all the
doubles.
daily doubles. So no matter what happens in the first two rounds, it's anyone's game.
That's true.
So I'm feeling pretty good at negative 500. I don't know.
You got them exactly where you
We're
want
on them. Yeah, now they're all calm and relaxed, and yeah.
Remind us about the charity you're playing for.
For the Humane Society of the U.S., been long supporters, my wife and I, of their work. They're an animal welfare organization. They work to rescue animals and identify and support legislation that helps make more humane living conditions for animals in animal agriculture, as well as in breeding organizations and so on. So we're very big supporters and big believers in the work they do.
That's great work. Thank you, Dave. Sean John is back with us, originally from Manchester, Missouri. That's quite a sweater. You're
Thank you
great.
very much.
You really pop here. You had a great game. 39 correct responses. It was a runaway. You couldn't be caught in Final Jeopardy. That's what we call that. We call that a runaway.
Yeah.
Have you been able to brush up on your Jeopardy skills since your big semifinal win?
Well, thanks for asking, Ken. You know, as you know, the Earth has been around for about 4.5 billion years. I realized almost all of the questions were from the last 2,000 or 3,000. So it really
That's not
cut
untrue.
down my my study time a great deal when I realized I could just focus on the recent stuff.
Did you make this mistake of starting 4 billion years ago?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow. Well, you should jump ahead. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
It gets pretty intense at the end.
Oh, wow, awesome. I can't wait to find out what happens.
And what charity are you playing for, Sean?
I'm playing for Women for Women International, which is a great charity. They invest in women who are survivors of conflict, and they help the women there by giving them skills and resources to help them rebuild their lives and their families and their communities.
Fantastic. Best of luck to you as well.
Thank you.
And And Mina Kimes, sports analyst Mina Kimes is back, originally from Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska. Now, we were looking at the stats from your quarterfinal, Mina, and what we found is that you came across 4 of the 6 daily doubles. Is that luck, or did you have a strategy for finding them?
Yeah, I was looking for them a little bit. I had been playing with the lead, not to brag, and felt like I had to play defense. So
Right.
I was kind of mostly it was about keeping my competitors from catching up to me.
You could afford to make small wagers.
That's right.
But had you put some thought into that, into where the daily doubles might be? Did you come in with a strategy for looking for them?
Might have perused a few Reddit threads,
I
Jeopardy
see.
strategy,
I
see
see.
how many of them, yeah.
Tell us what charity you're playing for, Mina.
I am playing for the Sela Neighborhood Homeless Coalition, which is based in Los Angeles, where I live. One of my friends helped found it. They do absolutely terrific work helping the unhoused communities in LA with things like resources such as food, hot showers, transportation. They just do have an incredibly compassionate, holistic approach, and I admire their work so much.
That's fantastic. Well done. Well done to your friend as well. You gave us our last correct response, Mina, so you have control. Pick a category.
Let's do Run It Up the State Flagpole for 100.
We could say it's not the animal appearing most frequently on U.S. state flags, but that would be a bald-faced lie. Dave.
What is the eagle?
Correct.
What is the eagle?
Let's do revisionist history for
Revisionist
500.
history for 500.
To attack Rome, Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with thousands of troops, thousands of horses, and 37 chihuahuas? Dave.
What are
What elephants?
37 elephants. That sounds better.
Revisionist history
Revisionist history for
400.
500.
According to legend,
Oh, 400.
soldiers at the Battle of Bunker Hill were told not to fire until you see the whites of their boxer briefs. John.
What is whites of their eyes?
That's it.
Let's do mixed up Shakespeare characters for 500.
Ooh, at the bottom. Out damned spot sounds like a laundry detergent ad, but it's actually this Scotswoman losing her marbles. Symbol death. Sean.
Who's Lady Macbeth?
Right.
Shakespeare 400.
Hamlet is her ex-boyfriend, and the other men in her life are no picnic either. P high low. Mina.
Who is Ophelia?
Yes.
Mixed up Shakespeare characters for 300.
This queen of Egypt was permanently dethroned by poisonous snakes hidden in a fig basket. Taco Pearl. Dave.
What is Cleopatra?
What's Cleopatra?
Science
Science
magazine
magazine for 200.
In the 90s, Nat Geo's logo was updated to feature National Geographic's iconic border.
What's
of
yellow?
this
What
color.
is yellow?
Sean.
What is yellow?
Yes.
Yes.
Shakespeare 200.
The Ides of March
Mix
were
up
extremely
Shakespeare characters
unlucky
for
for this
200.
valid namesake. Casual juries. Mina.
Who is Julius Caesar?
Right.
Old Julius Caesar.
You're giving me the ick for 100.
Fans of the movie Grease can tell you that getting one of these love bites from Kaneki is like a Hallmark card. John.
What is a hickey?
Hickey from
Oh,
Kaneki, right?
Hickey.
Shakespeare 100.
These two crazy kids from Verona were the OG star-crossed lovers. Unread Tile Mojo. Mina.
Who is Romeo and Juliet?
Right.
Run It Up the State Flagpole for 400.
The home and lifestyle empire of Chip and Joanna Gaines shares its name with this flower, which appears on the state flag of Mississippi. Mina.
What is Magnolia?
Yes.
Run It Up the State Flagpole for 500.
Finish that one off with this. C is for both Continental Divide and the name of this state with a red C on its flag, home to part of the Continental Divide. Dave.
What is Colorado?
You got it.
What's
Revisionist
Colorado?
history 300.
Revisionist history for
Thousands rushed to
300.
California after the 1848 discovery of a precious resource, parking spaces. Sean.
What is gold?
Or gold, right.
Revisionist history 100.
In 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain with 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and Bodie McBoatface. Mina.
This is Santa Maria.
That's correct. We'll finish off science magazines as well. A popular field of study, it's also the name of a science magazine that runs a feature called Digs and Discoveries. Dave.
What is paleontology?
Oh, what's paleontology?
What is
Uh-uh.
archaeology?
That's the name of the magazine, Archaeology.
And I
This
get
is
to
the
start
lead for
first
you at the
in
end of the
Double
Jeopardy
Jeopardy.
round. Mina,
Yeah.
3,700.
FDA approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler. your foot.
Surgery? No, without a doctor's here.
You haven't done the procedure before?
Are you going over my head?
Guys,
Get him on the side. He sees me.
We're back with the semifinals of Celebrity Jeopardy. We've come to the double Jeopardy round, and here are your new categories, players. Patents are up first, then add it
It's
in.
IT equal to
Geeks
schmucks.
and geeks. We're thinking about the Roman Empire, a little, just a normal amount. Then it's on the tip of my tongue. And finally, I'll give 3 sites. You tell me which one is farthest away from where I'm standing. Dave, where do you want to begin the round?
Patents for 1,000.
Pounds 1,000. All the daily double just like that.
You have $800, Dave, but you can wager up to 1,000.
I would like to.
Make it shoot daily double, please.
You want to bet 800?
800. Oh, sorry, 1,000. I'm sorry.
1,000, please.
Maximum
1,000.
$1,000. Here's your clue in patents. In 1989, AMC Theaters patented a design that combined a chair's armrest with this amenity.
What is a recliner?
Sorry,
No. Cup holder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it costs you $1,000,
this
but
one
lots of
was
time
before.
left, Dave. So
Let's go add it in for 1,000.
Add it
please.
in it for
add
1,000.
it in a show that takes place under the big top, and you get these complete paths that electricity flows through. Mina,
What are circuits?
from Circus, yes.
Add it in for 800.
Add it in a light shade of brown, and you'll discover this moon of Saturn, or an NFL player from Tennessee. Mina,
What is a titan?
hand to Titan.
Tweets and geeks for 800.
It has over 750,000 Twitter followers, and it's what the last 2 D's stand for in @wizards_DND. Dave,
What is Dungeons and Dragons?
that's right. They're out of the hole.
was Dungeons and Dragons patents for 800.
Originally marketed under the name Chemgrass, it was patented in 1967, and pro athletes have been playing on it ever since. Dave,
What is AstroTurf?
Was AstroTurf?
Patent
Pounds for 600.
nearly 50 years after the metal can was invented, Ezra Warner patented the first one of these kitchen gadgets. Finally, Mina.
What is a can opener?
Yeah, they had to wait 50 years for the first can opener.
Okay.
And you took my
It's on
answer.
the tip of my tongue, 800.
We were just talking about her, the pop singer from Missouri who sings HOTTOGO, You Can Take Me Hot to Go. Mina.
Who is Chaperone?
Yes, Chapel
And
Roan.
that is how
It's on the tip of
and
my
that
tongue
was
for
one of my
1,000.
guesses.
Did you see that gymnast, Steven Ederazic, in the Olympics? He only does one exercise. Can't
With
remember
the
what
Simone
it's called.
Biles.
Mina.
What is pommel horse?
Right.
Oh, pommel horse.
Furthest away from where I'm standing, 800.
Atlanta, Georgia. Miami, Florida. Nashville, Tennessee.
Was
Sean,
What is Miami, Florida?
it is Miami.
oh Miami, Florida.
Let's do thinking about the Roman Empire for 200.
I've been crushing arm day at the gym. Now I can rock this loose 4-letter garment often worn by ancient Romans. Mina.
What is a toga?
Right.
Thinking about the Roman Empire for 800.
How shall I display my bowling trophies for all of time? Maybe in a replica of this building, with a name from the Greek for all gods. Mina.
What is the Parthenon?
I'm sorry, no.
Not
Sean or
Parthenon.
Dave? Very close, Mina, but it's the Pantheon.
Pantheon is what we're looking
Thank you.
for.
Oh, thinking about the Roman Empire, 1,000.
It took me 14 hours to build an IKEA bookcase. So how did it take the Romans just over 6 years to build this barrier across Britain? That's Hadrian's Wall.
Hadrian's
we're
Wall
looking
is
at.
what we're looking
Mina, still
for.
thinking about the Roman Empire?
No, tweets and geeks for 1,000.
Including physician and engineer, her Twitter bio also reads, first woman of color in space. Mina,
Who is Mae Jemison?
well done, yes.
Farthest away from where I'm standing, 1,000.
Tokyo, Japan, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, London, England.
Was Tokyo, Japan?
Dave,
What is Rio de Janeiro?
it is.
Oh, Rio de
Patents
Janeiro.
for 400.
A boy in Maine sold Greenwood's champion ear protectors after patenting this type of winter headgear in 1877. Mina,
What are earmuffs?
that's right, he's the inventor of the earmuffs. 8,700 means you're still in the lead, and means we have to pause for just a... Dave, I understand this has been a long time journey for you to get to Jeopardy. In the quarterfinals, you told us about buying a buzzer so you could practice film. This obviously means a lot to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going as I had imagined, but I will say since I was a kid, we'd watch Jeopardy at night over dinner, and it's always been something I thought would be amazing to do one day. I'm not a huge trivia guy, but it always felt like good general knowledge, and I just loved it. It's such a great game, so but it was always a dream for me. This is a bucket list moment.
What have you learned about the game since you've been on the other side of it? What surprised you about being a Jeopardy player as opposed to watching on TV at home?
This is the worst invention man has ever made. And I will say that whoever invented this does not deserve to keep their job. It is the buzzer.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. That buzzer is a very hard thing to get right. You got to get the timing right and everything, and it's really difficult. But yeah.
People ask me about the buzzer all the time, and it's just so difficult. I found that the less I thought about it, the more I could do it, but that's not good advice for anybody. You're an entrepreneur. You went to the patents category. What suggestions do you have? Dave, you want to improve the Jeopardy buzzer. What would you do?
Yeah, so just let me buzz in when I'm ready to answer right away.
Oh, I see. You just think Jeopardy should have one player.
It's just, I think the anticipation, you know the answer, and then you want to start buzzing in, and sometimes you get ahead of yourself, and that's what kills it. So it's a me problem. Let's be clear.
I think traditionally that is the more common mistake, is people have a lot of adrenaline going, and they're not getting beat. They're buzzing too early, and as you now know, that locks you out.
Yeah.
Remind us again what your podcast is called.
The All In Podcast. So it's a weekly podcast. Started doing with a couple of my poker buddies during the pandemic, and it covers everything from tech to business, investing, and it's just been a lot of fun. So we what started out as a hobby turned into a big thing, and it's been incredible.
All In. Congratulations. Thanks, Dave. Sean.
Yes.
Last time we spoke, you talked about watching some very old Celebrity Jeopardies with Lynn Redgrave, David Duchovny, great Celebrity Jeopardy players from back in the day. But you watched a little more recent Celebrity Jeopardy to prepare for the semis, right?
Yeah, I also watched Ike Barinholtz and Patton Oswalt and Will Wheaton, which was just this glorious cage match of nerds, and it was very exciting. So,
do you know any of those guys? You're kind of adjacent in your MCU world.
I am. I've actually crossed paths with all of them, and I've met all of them. But hopefully they'll be rooting for me if they see this.
So you're here representing that style of nerd?
I try. I don't know what style of nerd I am exactly. The handsome style, I think.
Oh, sure. That's the best kind of nerd.
Yeah.
Right? You're playing very well. Tell us about your Max show, Creature Commandos.
It's I love it. It's an animated show for adults on Max, and it's about monsters who are on a mission to help try to save the world, and I'm just really proud of it. I voiced two of the characters, and it's something that is super, super cool and truly unlike anything that's been on television.
Is your principal character, is it a monster?
I play both a character named G.I. Robot, who's a throwback from World War II, and then I also reprised my role as the Weasel, who I played in the Suicide Squad, and that's a lot of grunting and screeching, and so I get to actually speak real words as one of them.
Ah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you. We'll talk with Mina Kimes now. Mina, you're in the lead right now. You are a sports analyst. We know. How did you prepare for Jeopardy?
I tried to brush up on some categories I felt weaker in, mostly science stuff, to be honest. I actually did read the Wikipedia page for the best top musicals and remembered nothing, so that didn't go well.
You were also doing some puzzles, I'm told.
Well, that's just, irrespective of Jeopardy, I'm a word puzzle person, huge crossword person, play a lot of really niche internet word games every day, and that's just for me.
Oh, no, I blow a huge part of every day on internet word games. I totally understand. You were a New York Times crossword clue recently?
Yeah, honestly, next to this, that was probably apex for me, in terms of life achievements. So, I've been in other crosswords, but being in the Times crossword, that's everything to me. And I have a very crossword-friendly name.
Right,
and so
look at that. Consonant, vowel,
All constructors.
They love that.
Yeah.
They love that. You have a podcast just like Dave. Unlike Dave, your co-host is your dog.
That's right.
What's the name of your show?
It's the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny.
The more I think about this, I have a podcast with a very chatty co-host, but that's actually a relief because you want someone there in the booth, right? Sport, in sports, there's always a second person to throw to. What's it like when you can't just throw to Lenny?
He used to get one question at the end of every episode. I would ask a rude question in his voice, the voice I do for him. Everybody's got a voice they do for dogs. Yeah. Until I had Matt Hasselbeck, as a fellow Seattle sports fan, as a guest, and once I did that, I was just so overcome with shame that I could never do it again after that. I was like, I can't believe I did the dog's voice for Matt Hasselbeck.
That's good advice. Never do your own pet's voice in front of a quarterback you admire.
He took it in stride. It's the number one thing people complain about, by the way. I bet I've silenced Lenny.
Wow, no more Lenny. The fans want Lenny. Mina, bring back Lenny.
Yeah, he's more popular than me.
As we get back into the round, Mina, you gave us the last correct response. You have control of the board.
All right.
Go ahead and choose a category and a dollar amount.
All right, let's go back to tweets and geeks for 600.
A tweet from this kid's TV character. 3,919.
Who is the Count? Who is the Count?
Sean.
Yes.
The Count from Sesame Street, yeah.
Let's do farthest away from where I'm standing for 600.
Farthest away from where I'm standing for
Joshua Tree
600.
National Park, Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone.
What is Yellowstone National Park?
Sean.
What is Yellowstone?
Yes.
It is.
Farthest away, 400.
Farthest away from 400.
Stonehenge, Rock of Gibraltar, Great Sphinx of Giza.
What is Stonehenge?
Mina.
What is the Great Sphinx?
It is.
Oh, the Great Sphinx.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Right, for 600.
Did you see that Broadway show about the history of women fighting for the right to vote? I can't remember its name. Sean.
What is suffrage?
No, I'm sorry.
Not suffrage.
Dave? So close, Sean. Do you know what it is now?
Suffragette?
Sups.
Sups is what we're looking for.
Okay.
It was a musicals question, Mina. That was your thing.
Oh, God. All right, back to me. Add it in for 600.
Add it in a thing Olympic athletes use to vault and create this adjective describing a courteous person, pretty please.
Who is pink? Who is pink?
Mina.
What is polite?
From Pole. Very good.
Oh,
Thinking
polite.
about the Roman Empire for 600.
Answer Daily Double. You have the lead, but you can still do yourself some good here, Mina. What do you want to wager?
700.
Just 700, all right. 10,400 if you're right in thinking about the Roman Empire. Okay, so I burnt our lasagna. At least I'm not this fifth Roman emperor who, legend says, fiddled while Rome burned.
Who is Nero?
It was Nero.
You got it, yeah.
Keep it in mind for next time. Bye-bye.
It's on the tip of my tongue, 400.
Have you seen that Netflix show, the one about a bartender who has a stalker? It won an Emmy.
I don't watch
What is
Netflix.
Baby Reindeer?
Right.
It's on the tip of my tongue, 200.
Let's watch the sequel to that Pixar movie that's set in the mind of a little girl. The title always escapes me.
Who is Riley? Who is Riley?
Mina.
What is Inside Out?
Oh, no, who is Inside Out?
Tweets and geeks for 400.
With a bio that reads, persnickety dude, at NYT typos is the handle of a guy who reports the typos he finds in this newspaper. Mina.
What is the New York Times?
Yeah.
Tweets and geeks for 200.
His Twitter bio is simply astrophysicist. He's
Was Shine
actually
Carson?
the host of The Tonight Show. Sean?
Who is Jimmy Fallon?
Good.
No.
Add it in another word for the brim of a baseball cap,
Oh.
and you'll see this person who
At it. What's a picture? What's a picture?
add an it to visor, and you get visitor.
Visitors, we're
Sean,
looking for.
4 clues left.
Roman Empire 400.
While floating in my pool, I imagine I'm coasting across this sea the Romans called Mare Nostrum, or Our Sea.
What's the Caspian Sea?
That's what they call the Mediterranean.
Oh, Mediterranean
What you were
Sea.
thinking, Sean?
Added in 200.
Add it in the Spanish word for donkey, and you'll cook up this Mexican food. Sean,
What is a burrito?
from Burro.
Burrito. That was my
furthest away,
guess.
200.
Golden Gate Bridge, Space Needle, Gateway Arch.
What's Gateway Arch?
Mina,
What is a space needle?
that is not correct. Sean,
What is the Gateway Arch?
yes, the gate
Yes.
is quite a bit further away. Here's the last clue in patents.
The
This
last
founding
clue.
father received 0 patents, content to freely give the world the lightning rod, a variety of stove, and bifocals. Mina.
Who is Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin is right. Yes, 11,400.
And I get to start first in Triple Jeopardy.
This day has finally come. This is do or die.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader. Andor Season 2, streaming April 22nd, only on Disney+.
Antiviral is on her way.
That antiviral was his only shot.
Still is.
911 Contagion, all new Thursday on ABC.
This is so much jeopardy, we can inflict it on our civilian contestants. Triple Jeopardy up next. Here are the categories. First, I'd like to share with you my annoying body. Then female CEOs. We have celluloid antagonists. Texts from literary characters. You'll name the book. Then rhyme time. And advanced animalia. Dave, start us off.
My annoying body.
Mine only buy for 1,500.
Its clinical name, singultus, comes from a Latin term meaning to catch one's breath while sobbing. Here, use a paper bag. Dave.
What are the hiccups?
What are the hiccups?
Female CEOs.
Female CEOs with 1,500.
Corey Berry was just 44, the youngest of the female Fortune 100 CEOs, when she became head honcho of this big box electronics retailer. Dave.
What is Best Buy?
Was Best Buy?
Female
Female CEOs with
Tricia
1,200.
Griffith is the CEO of this insurance company. She may or may not report to Flo.
Was Progressive? Was Progressive? Yes.
Yeah.
Female CEOs 900.
Female CEOs with
Linda
900.
Rendell is chair and CEO of this corporation, once the Electro-Alkaline Company, which helped make bleach a housekeeping staple. Dave?
What's Clorox?
Was Clorox?
Female
Female CEOs with 600.
Carol Tomei is the 12th CEO in the 100.
Was UPS? Was
17-year
UPS?
history of this shipping and logistics giant, known for its big brown trucks. Sean.
What is UPS?
Yes.
Let's go to text from
Text from literary characters with 1,200.
Thanks for coming out, Boo. Dad was right about walking in other people's shoes. Anyway, don't be a stranger. Scout. Sean.
What is To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yep.
Text 1,500.
Answer. Daily Double. Here's an opportunity for you, Sean. How do you feel about the category texts from literary characters?
Let's bet 5,000.
5,000, please.
Okay. You'll be in the lead by $200 if you're right in texts from literary characters. Hey, Phoebes. I was expelled from Pensy Prep. Bunch of phonies. Meet me at the carousel and wear galoshes. Hold them.
What is The Catcher in the
The
Rye?
Catcher in the Rye. You got it. Yes.
Text 900.
Hey, Mom. Our plane went down and we're stranded on an island. Send help ASAP. Things are getting heated with the boys. Ralph. Sean.
What is Lord of the Flies?
Yes.
Text 600.
Wilbur. New ideas.
Was Charlotte's Web. Was Charlotte's
Some
Web.
big, terrific, humble. I'll spin by tonight. XO. C. Sean.
Yes.
Text 300.
Text with
Ahoy from the
300.
Pequod. The captain seems a little high-strung. It's been a while. Call me. Ishmael. Dave.
Where's Moby Dick?
That's right. They all signed their texts for some reason.
My Annoying Body 1,200.
Teens get them so easily. Jerry Scott and Jim Boardman gave their comic strip about a 17-year-old this name. Mina.
What is Zitz?
Zitz is the strip, yes.
Rhyme time for 1,500.
It's a premium motorcycle that's very, very cool, dude.
Was Harley Davidson.
Really gross, bro. Mina.
What is Harley Gnarly? Harley.
Either order.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh,
Rhyme time,
don't take that.
1,200.
It's an inflatable mylar party decoration that's shaped like a type of large monkey. Mina.
What is a chimp blimp?
Sorry, no.
No.
Sean or Dave? Sadly, chimps are apes. This would be a baboon
balloon.
Back to you, Mina.
Rhyme time 600.
It's a small pool of rainwater on the ground with a closely gathered group of people standing in it. Sean.
What is a puddle huddle?
Yes.
Rhyme time 900.
It's a flat cooking surface that's positioned exactly in between two
Was a
other
Pantan.
flat cooking surfaces. That's how you know it's the middle griddle.
Middle griddle
Okay,
is what
got
we're
it.
looking for.
Back to you, Sean.
Celluloid antagonist for 900.
Answer, Daily Double. Well, that's a lucky break for you. You found another one, Sean.
Let's do 2,000.
Okay, 15,700 if you're right in celluloid antagonists. Tommy Tiny Lister was best known for playing the neighborhood bully Debo in this 1995 comedy starring Ice Cube and Chris
I don't
Tucker.
know this movie.
What is Friday?
Friday.
Oh,
correct.
Friday. Yes, you got it.
Celluloid antagonist 1,200.
Wyatt's cruel older brother Chet is turned into a giant turd at the end of this 80s comedy about two nerds who create a woman. Mina.
What is Weird Science?
Right.
Advanced Animalia for 1,200.
Answer, Daily Double. Last one in the game, Mina, and suddenly you're in second place. Big opportunity for you.
I will do 2,000.
Okay, you'll take the lead back by 400, but you have to be right in Advanced Animalia. Scarabaeidae sacer. That's a much more appealing designation than its stinkier name, Dung This.
What is a beetle?
Dung
Beatles, you got it. Yes.
Advanced Animalia for 900.
Heloderma suspectum. That's a much less alarming name than its widely known moniker of Gila this. Sean?
What is monster?
Yes.
Celluloid antagonist 1500.
James Spader is Steph McKee, an unbearable snob who interferes with a star.
Was bring it on. Was bring it on.
Dramedy. Sean?
What is pretty in pink?
Right again.
Antagonist 600.
In this holiday, Jim, Ralphie laments, in our world, you were either a bully, a toady, or one of
Was Gilbert Taylor.
rabble of victims. Sean?
What is a Christmas story?
Good.
Antagonist 300.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? This butthead
Who is Beavis? Who is
from Back to the
Beavis?
Future is one of cinema's most memorable bullies. Mina.
Who is Biff?
Biff Tannen, right.
Advanced Animalia for 600.
Electrophorus electricus. Cool name. Too bad people simplify it to electric this. Dave,
Was
what is
eel.
Right.
Advanced
Advanced
Animalia.
Animalia.
Krakuta. Love it 2 times. Such
Was tiger. Was a tiger. Was a tiger.
commonly known as the spotted this. Sean.
What is hyena?
Good for 1500.
Tiger.
Let's
Nice
go
try,
to
but that
Rock
is
300.
incorrect.
It's a cucumber preserved in brine that has an irritating tendency to change its mind. Sean.
What is a fickle pickle?
Yeah.
Animalia 300.
Orcinus orca. Was that so hard? And yet people still insist on calling it a killer this.
A killer.
Sean.
What is a whale?
Right.
A whale. That was my
Mind
guess.
Body 900.
Optometrists call it a hordeolum. It's a common eyelid affliction and happens to rhyme.
Was pie. Was pie.
Sean.
What is a sty?
Yes.
Body 600.
Ooh,
You go to hell,
soy.
menopause. Aging is one thing, but vasomotor symptoms, which include hot V's, are another. Mina.
What are flashes?
Hot flashes, yes.
My annoying body for 300.
Common on men's chins, pseudofolliculitis is an ingrown one of these. Sean.
What is a hair?
That's it. Here's the final clue in female CEOs. Since 2011, this car gifting icon has been CEO of the OWN network, home to cable hits like Queen Sugar and Greenleaf. Dave.
Oh, who is Oprah? Who is Oprah?
Oprah is
Yes.
right again. It's taking you to 8,700. That's a good score, but Mina and Sean are out in front. Sean has the lead at 22,000. It all comes down to Final Jeopardy. Let's see what the category will be.
Film festivals.
Jeopardy in a very close game. Film festivals is the category. Here's the clue, players. Called the premier movie industry event for the Balkans, this festival began 30 years ago while the city was under siege. 30 seconds. Good luck. We'll begin on the end with Dave Friedberg, who had $8,700. And it looks like he changed his answer at the last minute. What happened here? He wrote down something and crossed it out and wrote Sarajevo Film Festival. We can read Sarajevo, and that's the important part, right? We're going to give you credit.
Don't take that.
$8,697.
He goes up to
$17,397. You're ahead of me at times at the moment with $17,000. What did she put down?
I did my math wrong. Oh
She
my
wrote
god.
down can.
Chance, we know that's wrong. $1,000 she drops to $16,000.
That's wrong.
So it comes down to Sean Gunn, who had $22,000. Did he know it was the Sarajevo Film Festival?
Bosnia FF, we know that's wrong.
What did you wager?
$12,000, and he is going to the finals. Final starts next week, Wednesday, which is the season finale of Celebrity Jeopardy.
Two whales came under attack.
I'm gonna go big.
Ryan, come on up.
I am going to use my time booth.
She's using the time booth. Tony had a narrow escape.
Lean.
She didn't have that time boost with the neck.
And Brian smashed more records.
Creamier, circular saw.
With another 2 victories.
9 duels and $110,000.
It might be impossible to beat it.
Let's do it.
But it was Kathy who made the big score.
31 pieces and $20K.
You are the top dog.
It is our semi-final. It has been a season like no other. Let's go! Let's go! Congrats to y'all for making it to the semifinals.
So here it is. Tonight starts the semi-final. Everybody has attention that they're that much closer to $250,000.
Sadly, 8 of you will be going home tonight. We set the stage for the finale of $250,000. Think about it. Let's get the lay of the land. Yes, there's a lot to consider. Megan, you were the only player with a time booth. You are now in control. You have a huge decision to make to launch us into our semifinal. Let's look at your options. Boy bands, trees, cosplay, poetry, hotels, motels, crown, bodies of water, Fortune 500, weddings, languages, and Marvel. You inherited authors.
There are 3 people still living in their tiny homes. I sense a storm brewing over there, and I would like to get some popcorn and have a front row seat. So I will be staying on the floor.
Good spot. Tonight there will be 8 duels. That means that we need our first competitor of the semifinal. Let's activate the randomizer. Who will it be? Only 3 remain. Laurel, Zach, or David. Down to you guys. Your time has finally come. How you feel? I feel so ready to go. Good. Let's look at your categories. Fairy tales and fables, or Marvel. Yeah, so many choices. Let's see. Brian inherited Fairy Tales and Fables last week. Not that it seems to matter with him. So what, 9 duels? 9, a mere 9. Best ever. It's a pretty good record. Yep.
But we've had the same amount of time to prepare. So, what will I choose? Fairy Tales and Fables. Let's go.
Let's go, Brian.
We got it.
You got it, Doug. Hopefully this fairy tale can continue, because I'm here to win the $250,000.
It's the semifinal. This is huge. I think it's time for Brian's fairy tale to end.
Congrats, Zach. You made it.
Good to see you here. Thank you.
This gentleman right here is going for his 10th duel. We met him in week 2, and he is still here fighting for $250,000. I'm just going to say it. Do you think this is the time you finally go home?
If I were to go home, I know what I've accomplished here will be legendary.
It is. 100%. Zach, do you have what it takes to sit there for week after week and come up in the semis and knock out the GOAT?
Well, as the great philosopher Mike Tyson once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
We're going to find out. Here we go. It's the first duel of the semifinals. You each have 45 seconds. Zap, you're the challenger. You're first. The category is Fairy Tales and Fables. You're going to see an incomplete title, and you must say the word that is missing. You ready? Ready? Let's duel.
I think it would be like AI images.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun with him. I really think it's taking me from the blank. That's surprising. That's interesting. All right, let's see.
The Little Mermaid. Yes. I don't know.
Wolf.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. Beast.
Beast.
Yes. Beauty.
Beauty.
Yes. Red.
Riding.
Oh, no. Oops. Righty. Gotta slow things down. Jack.
Jack.
Yes. Gretel.
Gretel.
Yes. Ugly.
Ugly.
Yes. Puss.
Puss.
Yes. Goldilocks.
Oh, Goldilocks.
Yes. 3.
3.
Yes. I don't know.
C. Storm. Pass.
Lion. Chicken.
Goose.
Oh, goose. Shell.
Hare.
Oh, hare. Boy.
Boy.
Yes. New.
New.
Yes. Princess.
Princess.
Yes. I don't know.
Grim. Guff. Gruff.
Man.
Stick. Pass.
No girl. I don't know.
Pass.
Ants. I don't know. Fox.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is David and Goliath. How you feeling, David? Let's light up your floor. One piece to 19. And you've taken out arguably our greatest player in floor history, Brian. $110,000. And you've earned it every way possible.
I really, really appreciate, just to be amongst 100 people so accomplished, so incredibly talented. And I've always called myself a fountain of useless knowledge, and my fountain may have run out of water at this game, but I know at the bottom of it, I'm coming home with a lot of coin.
You have been amazing to watch. It's been spectacular. Ryan, go!
Love you guys. I've made history winning the most ever duels on the floor.
Go get it! One of you, go get it!
I am blessed to walk out of here with $110,000. There's nothing to be upset about.
Way to go, Brian!
Brian is an incredible competitor and an even better person. This couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Go get it. Go get it.
Hats off. Hats off. I do greatly admire Ryan, his personality, his strength. What he's done here is actually an inspiration to me.
That was an unbelievable accomplishment, truly. And you still have eras.
Yes.
As your category, the famous errors that nobody knows what that is. Okay. Well, you have a huge decision to make. Are you going to keep playing or go back to the floor? Let's see what your options are. You have poetry, crown, classic cars, bodies of water, weddings, languages, European geography, and Marvel.
I'm beside myself right now. So let's see. If I didn't have eras, it would be European geography. But if you know what I know about David, you would not go over there. But there are a few that I have studied for a few weeks. So let's go with languages.
Languages it is. Come on up. Don't let me intimidate you. You're a soldier.
Zach's a smart guy, but honestly, he actually hasn't really gotten a ton of experience up there, so you won't catch me slipping on this one.
Welcome back, Amanda.
Thank you.
Another great player. She has dominated almost every chance she's had with categories that she's inherited. And now it's time to do it one more time.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. This is an audio duel. 45 seconds on the clock for you both. Zaf, you're the challenger. It's time to listen up. The category is languages. You will hear happy birthday, and you need to identify the language that it was spoken in. Okay? Good. Let's do it. Let's go.
She's been studying non-stop. I know. But she's also studying all the other categories.
Presents.
Spanish.
Spanish. Cake.
Gute zum Geburtstag. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Buon compleanno.
I don't know.
生日快乐，生日快乐，生日快乐。С днем рождения, с днем рождения, с днем рождения.
Portuguese?
С днем рождения.
Feliz aniversário. Feliz aniversário.
Portuguese?
Joyeux anniversaire.
French.
Tillykke med fødselsdagen. Tillykke med fødselsdagen. Tillykke med fødselsdagen.
Dutch?
Tillykke med fødselsdagen. Wszystkiego najlepszego z okazji urodzin. Wszystkiego najlepszego.
That was hard.
We are on a roll at the right time to be on a roll. Let's light up your floor. Two pieces of floor. Let's hear it for Amanda. She's been amazing, and the run is over. Thank you so much. Okay, that's 2 in a row. One more, you have the time boost.
Yes.
Huge decision. Stay and play or go back to the floor.
Okay.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Skip the commercials.
Poetry. Classic cars. The Crown. Bodies of water. Weddings. Authors. European geography. And Marvel. All the same, except the biggest piece on the board, isn't it? Authors. Authors.
Can I have been studying authors? And I do like to read.
You're immediately in the lead for 20K. If you do that.
Yes. But a time boost would be good before that. Okay. Let's have some fun. Let's do Marvel.
Okay, stand clear. Okay.
Honestly, I am a little intimidated about playing Baron, but I love Marvel comics and Marvel movies, so this is gonna be interesting.
I was a Marvel nerd from the first day I was born, maybe. I've read all the books, I've seen all the movies, seen all the shows, so I don't know why you chose me, but I'm glad you did.
Marvel. Everybody's been waiting for this category.
Oh, yeah.
But there's always going to be a surprise or two. We know that. All right, let's get to it. You each have 45 seconds. Zaf, you're the challenger. You're going to go first. The category is Marvel. You must name the character from the Marvel universe. You ready?
Ready.
Ready? Let's duel.
Okay, this should be a really good duel.
So many of us still have our expert categories. It's wild. I know. I know.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Captain America. Oh, Rogers. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes. Black Panther.
T'Challa.
T'Challa. Black Widow. Captain Marvel.
Danvers.
Danvers. Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Professor X.
Hulk.
Banner.
Oh, Banner. Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Yes.
Gamora.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Okoye.
The Thing.
The Thing.
Yes.
She-Hulk.
Thor.
Thor.
Yes.
Pass.
Madam Web. Doctor Strange.
Strange.
Yes.
Valkyrie.
Martin.
Thanos.
Rogue.
Miss Marvel? Pass. Okay.
Loki.
Shuri.
Groot.
Groot.
Vision.
Star-Lord.
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yes.
America Chavez.
Mysterio.
Colossus.
Agatha the Witch.
Electro.
Korg.
Quicksilver.
Collector. Zeker. Pass. Grandmaster.
Miles Morales.
Oh, 3 seconds left on the clock. Let's light up your floor. Wow. 25 pieces.
You can check the change.
Jeff, that was unbelievable. Thank you so much. Now you have inherited eras. You have a huge decision. You can keep playing, or you can go back to the floor. Let's look at your options. There are 5 more duels.
So I love bodies of water. I did a lot of studying, and I know you were ready to go, but not today, sorry bro. Classic cars, I know you know your stuff, but David has been waiting since day one, and I love geography, but we're gonna go classic cars, sorry David.
Let's do it. Classic cars. Come on up. Let's go.
I think the scariest person on the floor would be David. He's the only person I think that would be able to take me on. So I chose Clint because I love classic cars. I've been doing my research, and I'm so excited to take him on.
All right, let's go! Baron and I have gotten really close through this process, and I think maybe he's been trying to understand how much I actually know about classic cars. I'm not sure if he sniffed it out or not.
Good to see you, Clint. Good to see you. You ready for this?
I'm ready. I've been cruising over there for a long time.
I know. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
You're kind of on a roll at the moment. All right, you know how this works. Baron, you're the challenger, so you're going to go first. The category is classic cars. You must identify the make and model of the vehicle you see. Are you ready?
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's duel.
I've been waiting weeks and weeks to expand my piece of the floor, and I'm pretty sure this duel is going to be the one to get me more pieces.
I legitimately cannot believe that he just chose me. Like, what was he thinking? I'm going to drive Baron right out of town.
The category is classic cars. You must identify the make and model of the vehicle you see. Are you ready?
Ready?
Let's duel.
He's gonna go for a time boost after this?
Absolutely. Yes, why would he play it at all?
Model T. Pass.
Ford Model T.
Land.
I don't know about cars.
Volkswagen Beetle.
Volkswagen Beetle. Lincoln Navigator.
Buick, Chrysler, pass.
Nope, Lincoln Continental.
DeLorean.
Chevrolet Corvette. Pass.
Ford Thunderbird.
Chevy Camaro.
Dodge Charger.
Volkswagen Bus. Volkswagen Bus. Volkswagen Pass. Microbus. Pontiac Firebird.
Ford Stylus.
Ford Mustang.
That is a Bentley drophead, or a Rolls-Royce drophead. Bentley Mark IV. Pass.
Rolls-Royce Phantom.
Mini Cooper. Pass.
Pontiac Firebird.
Chevrolet Corvette.
Nice job.
That was tough. Clint, you did it. Very good win. Let's light up your floor. 27 pieces of the floor. Wow. Barrett, thanks for playing. Now you have inherited eras as a category. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, Rob, I am really excited about that. I'm a songwriter, and Era's Clint version sounds pretty good.
So you have a huge decision to make. He planned to go back to the floor. Let's look at your categories. Poetry, The Crown, authors, bodies of water, weddings, and European geography.
All right, so I'm a songwriter. Poetry looks pretty good. Weddings, been married for 20 years. Love weddings. Bodies of water. Scary Terry's also got a shark shirt on. He's hungry. I I'm well aware of the fact that if David gets randomized, then he only has the opportunity to pick me and Harris. That's right. But I would like to go back to the floor and say, what is Bring It On?
All right, he's going back to the floor.
I'm going back down to the floor because I have an opportunity to defend a category that I've studied pretty well against a 19-time Jeopardy winner. How many times in life do you get an opportunity to go up against somebody like that?
All right, since the randomizer only picks people who have not played, it's down to Laurel or David. Hey there. Let's see who it's going to be. Activate the randomizer. David or Laurel, your time has come.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It took a randomizer to find you.
Finally! I've been waiting for this for months.
Yes, you have.
Yes. It's taken forever, but I'm so happy to get up there and show America what I can do.
You know what your category is. There's nothing further to be done, man. You got to come up and make it happen.
Let's bring it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's hear it. You can take it. You can take it. Clint's a great guy, but history is really my strong suit, and I think I can do well in this category. He inherited it, so that's going to help me with it.
You called it. Oh, just like you said.
Call the shot.
All right, David, how much money did you win on Jeopardy?
About $780,000 all told.
What?
Yup.
I don't have a problem with David, but he's one I love. Let's give somebody else a chance.
That would intimidate me.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you get to go up against a 19-time Jeopardy winner, though? So go big or go home.
All right, well, let's get at it. You each have 45 seconds. David, you are the challenger.
Yep.
You get to go first. You get first crack at this.
Okay.
This is an association duel.
Yep.
So the category is eras. 3 clues will be revealed. You must name the decade or the time period.
Correct. Yep.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
Do we think Clint has a chance?
Everybody has a chance. I'll go for the underdog.
David is a serious competitor. Everyone on the floor is afraid of him. But this is the end of an era for David.
Get down, AJ.
Let's do it.
Resort. No, ancient Rome. Ugh, I don't know about this stuff.
Let's see, that would be classical. Classical, Baroque, Napoleonic. Pass. Oh, it's an era? Okay. Prehistory. Prehistorical, Stone Age. Stone Age. Ice Age.
World War II.
The Roaring Twenties.
Renaissance.
The 1930s. Pass. Oh, dang. Baroque. Napoleonic. I just lost to a 19-time Jeopardy winner. Way to go.
David, you just won 28 pieces of the floor. Let's light up your floor.
Wow, dude.
Look at that.
That's a lot.
David is a dark horse. He's sitting over there in the corner like me. It makes me a little nervous.
Clinton gave you that shot. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Clint. All right. David, you still have your original category of European geography. You have a huge decision to make. Are you going to keep playing or go back to the floor? Let's look at your categories.
Honestly, this board looks fantastic for me. Poetry, I studied my brains out for it when I was doing high school quiz bowl, and that stuff's in my long-term memory. Authors, pretty much the same thing. Bodies of water, it's a geography category. The crown I really like a lot. I think that's going to play to my historical strains. With all that said, though, I came for the 250K, and the sensible play for that is to go back to the floor, and that's what I'll be doing.
Going back. Good luck.
I think the floor got a taste of what I can do, and I think that'll definitely instill a little fear, which is a good thing.
As long as David's on the floor with his category, nobody has a chance. And I want somebody to take him down.
Since the randomizer only picks people who have not played, it's down to Laurel. It's your time. Let's look at your categories.
Well, what are the odds that I'd be the very last person to be randomized? Tony with math, she's going to know the answer to that. But I've had a lot of time to look at all of these categories. I highlighted ones in green that I knew I did not need to study for. And one of those categories was authors. There you go. Finally, there's so much at stake here. My first duel is for 32 pieces of floor, but I've been a bookworm since I was 6 years old. I know my authors. The book's about to be closed.
Well, this is the moment. We are very, very close. One of you is going home. One of you is going to have 32 pieces going into the $20,000 tonight. Laura, you're the challenger. The category is authors. You'll see a book title. You must name the author.
I don't read books.
She's been studying. I was next to Laurel. She's been studying.
Dr. Seuss.
Pass.
Henry David Thoreau.
Ooh, pass.
Herman Melville. I don't know.
Pass.
Franz Kafka.
Pass.
William Faulkner.
Pass.
George Orwell.
Pass.
Toni Morrison. I don't know. Tom Clancy.
Collins.
Suzanne Collins. I don't know.
King.
Stephen King.
R.R. Martin. Pass.
Sarah Marche Moss. I don't know.
Dickens.
Charles Dickens.
Bronte.
Emily Bronte. Hugo. Yep. Sandra Cinero.
You did it! From 1 piece to 32, let's light up your floor. Just like that, you are in the lead for 20K. And Kathy, just like that, that is the end. But you've been amazing, and you won $40,000.
That is nothing to believe that.
Very cool. Congrats.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Well, you still have your category of the crown. There are 2 more duels tonight. It's a big decision. Are you going to stay and play or go back to the floor? Here are your categories.
There are just so many options. I was nowhere near on the floor on my little palace island, so this is really exciting. I definitely feel great about all of the categories left.
That's good.
But I think I really want to enjoy my space on the floor and keep my category that everyone has been afraid of.
You going back?
Going back.
So you're going back to the floor. Well, it's time for a new player, and everyone on the floor is dueled, which means the randomizer can now choose anyone.
Okay, here comes the randomizer.
on the line on the road to 250.
Hey, baby.
All right.
I'm doing it.
I know. I love you.
I'm doing
Love
it.
you.
I'm doing it.
It's been a minute. How you doing?
This is a deja vu.
Yeah, it is.
I was the first randomized, and now I'm the first randomized in the second round.
It's working for you. Can't argue with the results.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's look at your choices. Bodies of water, the crown, European geography. Go for the crown, 20K is within your grasp.
She's about to do something crazy. Talks about it. She's gonna take out the Titan and give him a different category, I think.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take European geography.
Bring it. Let's go. All right.
I might be taking on the strongest, scariest player on the floor, but I'm taking a bullet for the rest of these players. I'm going to give David the weddings category so that somebody else can take him down.
You were the hero.
That was amazing.
You are here.
Welcome back. Gosh, it was week one, very first randomizer.
Very first, yeah.
And been sitting there ever since.
Rob, I've known her so long, I could have built a wedding chapel.
You probably could have. What have you learned, if anything?
Go big or go home.
Well, you're doing it. All right. This is it. This is the category nobody wanted.
They didn't.
It is now about to happen. 45 seconds on the clock. Lisa, you are the challenger. The category is European geography. You will see a map. You must name the country. Ready? Let's do it.
You got it, Lisa. Wouldn't it be great if she would come map someone who just like killed them?
Pass.
France.
Oh no, Lisa.
Italy.
Spain.
Iceland.
Germany.
Ireland.
Portugal.
Pass. Nope. Pass. Nope. Pass. Pass. I shouldn't have that one. Pass.
Last two to go before the floor season finale next week, Wednesday.
We're all laying up right there as soon as we are allowed to.
All right, let's light up what you have won. 30 pieces of ore. Lisa, we're going to miss you. Thank you. Thank you.
If I didn't go for David, he would still have European geography, and nobody could beat him in his original category.
All right, you went from geography to weddings. How do you feel about that?
I'm married. I had a great wedding. It is not at all a category that scares me in the least. So, bring it.
You have 30
Yup.
to Laurel's 32.
Interesting.
You could be in the lead for 20K, like that. And there's only one more duel.
Right.
You have a huge decision to make. Are you going to stay and play or go back to the floor? Let's see your categories. Poetry, The Crown, and Bodies of Water.
Right. Okay. All really good categories for me. Now, I had 3 real goals when I came here. First was playing in the last episode. That's still very much alive.
Yes, very much so.
But I also wanted to win some money. And some money is now well within my grasp. And potentially, if I win that, I could go for a time boost in the next episode as well.
Indeed.
And I like that too. But for now, more geography, bodies of water. Let's do it.
Come on up.
I'm so excited for this opportunity. I'm ready to go. I've studied what I think are the major bodies of water. I really think I can slay the dragon.
There he's back. Before we get into this, congratulations, all. 10 grand is your card. Well done. Best they can do is tie you.
There's a lot of books I can buy with that.
Indeed. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. My original
This
category.
is your after all of this.
All of this. That little body of water has a chance to get real big.
Nobody wanted it.
No?
Well, the time has come. For the last duel of the night, David, you are challenger. You will go first. The category is bodies of water. You'll see a map. Identify the body of water. Ready? Let's duel.
There's a possibility he can do this.
I think he can do it.
He can do it. If anyone can do it, it's him in this. And he can do it. He can do it.
Pacific Ocean.
Pacific Ocean. Arctic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean. Arctic Ocean. Gulf of Mexico. Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
Yes.
Mississippi River.
Great pass.
San Francisco Bay.
The Colorado River.
Rio Grande.
Amazon.
Amazon River.
Lake Huron.
Lake Erie. Lake Superior.
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie. Yes.
Great Salt Lake.
Missouri River.
Mediterranean Sea.
Caspian Sea. Hudson Bay. Caspian Sea.
The English Channel.
Lake Ontario.
The Baltics. Black Sea.
Red Sea.
Caspian Sea.
Yellow River. Yangtze River.
The Dead Sea.
South China Sea. Gulf of Tonkin.
The Rhine River.